He is the loneliest person in the world. On the day of his funeral, no one attended except for the priest. However, countless spirits quietly gathered at the grave that should have been desolate. The deceased was named Mr. May. During his lifetime, he was responsible for finding relatives for those who died alone. If he couldn't find the deceased's relatives, Mr. May would accompany them on their final journey. Mr. May had no relatives or friends. In the vast church, apart from the priest, he was the only one mourning for the deceased. The storage room was filled with urns that were deemed expired. Although the policy stipulated that these ashes needed to be promptly disposed of, he wanted to keep them for a little longer, hoping they would have a chance to be claimed by their family members who were still alive. In his clean and tidy office, he organized the photos of the deceased into envelopes. Suddenly, he received a call from a family member who came to verify the deceased's information. Despite Mr. May repeatedly telling them that there was no need to pay for the funeral expenses, the son on the other end of the line firmly refused to attend his father's funeral. Mr. May sighed and signed off the case. He had received countless such calls over the past 2 decades. He could only replace the relatives and put the deceased's photos into an album, proving that they had once come to this world. Moreover, he would write eulogies based on the deceased's belongings during their lifetime. In the church, he listened to the priest recount the lives of the deceased, which he had fabricated solely based on his imagination. Finally, he would silently follow the hearse and accompany the deceased on their final journey. After burying the deceased, Mr. May lay down on an empty spot in the cemetery, imagining whether he would also be forgotten like them after his death. The next day, the ringing of the telephone broke the original tranquility in the office. Another tragedy had occurred. The deceased was found dead at home several weeks later. By collecting information, Mr. May learned that the deceased was called Billy. From the scattered bottles on the table and the messy house, it was not difficult to see that the deceased was unhappy before his death. The photos of his wife and daughter in the album showed that he once had a happy family. Before leaving, Mr. May glanced at the sofa in the corner. Perhaps Billy had died alone while sitting there. The next day, his supervisor came to Mr. May. He was very dissatisfied with Mr. May's inefficient ground burial. He preferred cost-effective cremation. As for Billy's case, the supervisor stipulated that he must complete it within 3 days. Mr. May said nothing. On his way home, he saw his supervisor's car. He expressed his dissatisfaction in his unique way. Late at night, Mr. May opened the album left by Billy and found that there were no photos with his family. Perhaps that was the reason why he was an alcoholic. To help Billy find his relatives, Mr. May needed more information about Billy's life. He took Billy's business card and inquired about clues in nearby entertainment venues, but to no avail. On his way back, he found that Billy's belongings had been thrown into a garbage pile by the landlord. He took them back. While organizing, he discovered a film. After developing it, Mr. May found an important clue in the photo: Oakham Bakery. Perhaps there he would find the clues he wanted. Mr. May set out on the journey alone.